Alright, welcome back. This is Central Florida Prepper. Today's video we'll talk about communications. Communications is a luxury that we want to be part of when shit hits the fan. Like I talked about before, I am part of a group. Probably not worked as hard as I should have, but I am working on getting more into our group. We've got a pretty good group here on the street we're on. But one of the things that we were lacking is communication as far as radio. Now I did order the Bofang 888S. I had ordered it on Walmart. Do that right there. Yeah, my phone's cracked. That phone's brand new. I've had it for like a week, and I dropped it the second day. I didn't buy the insurance on it. Oh well. It still works, but the screen's like busted up. Anyway, I got my radios in last night. It was about 8 o'clock last night when they delivered. Didn't hear them knock. They just left it on the front door. I'm not happy about that, but I'm also not happy about what I received at the time. This ain't the Bofang. This is the Florion A5 two-way radio. I was very upset. I was pissed. I got sent the wrong stuff. So I was going to send it back, and I went online and started checking out reviews for this new radio. Now the Bofang, the reviews I saw on it said that I would not be allowed to operate them because I don't have a ham license, because the frequency that it uses, it overlaps onto police and fire channels. But it was just going to go in our Faraday cage, and we're going to be using them during shit hit the fan scenario. Well, these new ones look and sound like the same, like the Bofang. And these here I don't have to have a license for. These are just a regular two-way radio. It has 16 channels, and it also has the voice speak back at you when you change the channels.
2, 3, 4, 1.
Like I said, it's 16 channels. They did come with 2 of the charging stations. It did not come with they just come with a USB plug. We have plenty spare power cords from other cell phones I've destroyed in the past, and we just stick it into the USB adapter and plug it into the wall, and works just fine. It also came with 2 of the mics, earpiece and the mic, plugs right into the radio. So by all looks, it's just like the Bofang. Does it perform just like the Bofang? Or Baofang, however you pronounce that. I've heard it pronounced many different ways. I do not know if it performs the same way. We got 2-mile range out of this thing this morning. Okay, that works good for us. With the wife, she drove down the road, and she'd stop periodically and test it while I was at the house. I'm not supposed to be driving right now, so she was doing the footwork on this one. So here in Central Florida we don't have rolling hills. So for us, we got right at 2-mile range before it started crackling a little bit static. That works great for me. All right, that gives us two miles range from the house. If I've got to go out and I've got to go explore, I've got to go do some recon, I've got to go scavenge things, I've got to go get firewood, I got to go get water. Like I said, we do have water sources nearby that are less than 2 miles. We do have ponds near us. Having communications while I'm out back at home, that message can be relayed to our group, what's going on with me, or our group decides to go out together. We have a way to contacting our wives, our families here at the house while we're out. Big peace of mind. So yeah, I recommend having communications. If you are the new prepper, yeah, but get your food and water situation took care of first. Okay, communications is a luxury and not a necessity, is the way I see it. Unless you're planning on ordering troop movements, you know, for a new prepper, I don't recommend that you have to run out and go buy it. When you got your food supply up and your water supply, then yeah, invest into a communication system. Now we do have a CB. Our CB is basically just going to be used for listening to chatter. We're probably not going to be transmitting. We're still having group discussions on that one. Do we really want people knowing where we are, what we got going on outside our group? Probably not. That's where it's looking at right now. I think we're really going to be on just taking care of our neighborhood, the surrounding area. We're not really going to be reaching out further. One, we don't have the supplies to take care of the masses. We have the supplies to take care of our immediate area, but for how long? Okay, so we're not going to be transmitting like crazy to other people and have a mob of people coming down our street. It just doesn't make much sense. So yeah, that's what we're kind of gearing toward on that one. Also, we had received our silver, another thing of silver in last night. These are just little 5 grams. I've been buying a lot of the 5 grams, the smaller bars. I mean, they are pretty small. Okay, here's a quarter. The reason why we do have some 1 ounce rounds. They're not the circulated coins. There's the rounds. I don't want to. If I have to barter, I don't want to waste my 1 ounce round on something that's not worth it. Okay, so I got some smaller denominational silver, basically. Do you have to? No. It's just different scenarios I think through, try to come up with a plan on. That's the whole thing about prepping. You're always thinking about what could happen, what would I do in this situation. Okay, that was one of the things that popped up. My wife went to the grocery store this morning. She just left a little while ago. Actually, longer than that. This is probably the 8th time I made this video, and I keep messing it up. So she went to go to the grocery store. Before she did, we save a lot of our, well, we save all of our extra change, and we use, if we're going to go and buy preps, we use that a lot, especially since my work situation right now. So when I was going through, I came across that quarter, 1964, 90% silver. So that went right in the pile of silver. We made sure we pulled that one out. So that was a nice little surprise to find this morning. It's not worth much. It's worth like $2, but it's still silver, and it went in our pile. So, do you have to go buy silver? No, you don't have to. The new prepper, work on food, work on water, work on ways to filter your water. You have to have ways to boil your water. Those are the fundamentals. Those are the main thing that you need to work on. Those things there, that there is going to keep you alive. Okay, have a way to protect your preps. That's another big plus. I mean, that's another big thing you got to work on. So yeah, that's about what I've got for today. I'm just going to stop this video here. If you've got any comments, please feel free to go ahead and leave them in the box below. Like, share, subscribe. It helps out the channel. We've actually, I'm surprised, we've actually started getting our count up a little bit better. I think when we first started off, for the first 5 days, I only had 1 subscriber, and that was my wife. So I think we're up to 18 now, which is pretty cool. So yeah, you know, share the video on your Facebook, Twitter, whatever. You know, other people might be looking for a prepper channel. All right, there's a lot of good ones out there. Like I said, this here's for the beginner prepper, and we're just trying to help each other out, get your mindset right, and steer you in the right direction. All right, y'all have a great day, And I believe we're going to keep this video and post it, because I don't feel like making another one. Alright, y'all take care.